All right, best U.S. sports teams each year, 2010 through 2023. And guys, I'm a sports guru. I know sports like your mama knows her cookbook. So this is pretty easy for me to put this list together. And I picked the best team out from each year. Kind of a variety: football, basketball, hockey in there. So we'll get right into it here. Starting in 2010 with the Auburn Tigers and Cam Newton. They went 14-0 in the SEC, won the championship over Oregon, and Cam Newton wins the MVP that year. They just dominated 2010. How about 2011, the New England Patriots? So Tom Brady comes off that injury. He missed a season, and they go 13-3 that year, and they dominated the NFL, but they lost the Super Bowl to Eli Manning's New York Giants, but still the best team in 2011. 2012, it was the Kentucky Wildcats in college basketball going 38-2, and they lost that game on the road to IU early in the year, and then they win like 25 straight. They lose in the SEC tournament, but they win March Madness easily. Anthony Davis, Player of the Year, and Kentucky Wildcats in 2012 were the best team, so dominant. How about 2013? So Peyton Manning goes to Denver, and that first game they had, he threw like 7 touchdown passes. Their stats were ridiculous that year. I think they set the record for most points scored in the NFL season that year. And ultimately, they lost the Super Bowl in 2014. But I think they were the best team in 2013. They might have won 13 games and maybe 12 in the regular season. I honestly forget, but they were definitely the most dominant team in sports that year. Peyton Manning goes crazy. And then 2014, the San Antonio Spurs. Now, they had a ridiculous record in the regular season. And they go to the playoffs, and they beat LeBron's Miami Heat team to kind of end their like back-to-back run or whatever. And yeah, the Spurs, the last gasp of their dynasty in 2014, they were so good, and they won the NBA. They were the best team in 2014. Now, 2015 is a split decision. I have the New York Rangers out of the NHL and the Kansas City Royals. And I chose both these teams because they both had really good records in their regular season. And then they both won the title pretty easily in their respective leagues. So the Rangers and the Royals in 2015. And now we're getting spicy. 2016, the Golden State Warriors, 73-9 regular season record. Absolutely dominant, breaking records that year. And they go to the playoffs, and obviously they lose the NBA Finals, blowing a 3-1 lead to LeBron. But they pick up Kevin Durant later that year. The Warriors were the talk of the town in 2016. They were pretty much an unbeatable basketball team outside of LeBron James. They were ridiculous. The Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and obviously adding Kevin Durant is a different story. On to 2017, again, it's the Warriors. I mean, they were a super team. What do you want me to do? They just dominated the league. They won the title 3 out of 4 years, and they were the best team for a while there. 2018, it's the Red Sox, actually. They won 108 games in the regular season, and Mookie Betts was the MVP. This team just dominated 2018 out of nowhere, and they easily win the AL and easily win the World Series over the Cardinals, I believe. Yeah, Red Sox were the 2018 best team. And then 2019 is pretty easy as well. It's LSU football, guys. Probably the best regular season, or really college football team of all time. They just dominated the SEC, went to the playoff, they blew out Oklahoma, and they beat an undefeated Clemson team in the championship. Burrow breaking records in the regular season. They were definitely the best team in 2019. 2020, this was a fun year. So, it's hard to really judge this one because of the shortened seasons. But I had Dayton basketball in 2020. They went 29-2, didn't lose a single game in 2020, actually. And they were going to be a 1 seed in March Madness before the tournament was canceled. And then I have Alabama football going undefeated, easily winning the championship that year. Devonta Smith, the Heisman. And then the Dodgers and the baseball, they went like 43-17 in the MLB season, the shortened season. Kind of ridiculous, but they won the World Series. And then 2021, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So this is Brady and Gronk coming off that Super Bowl victory. And they go, I think, 13-3 this year, lighting up the NFL. Their offense and defense was crazy that year. And they did come up short in the playoffs to the Rams, but they were a great team in 2021. I always say Brady should have won the MVP in 2021. I don't know how Rodgers won it again. That was ridiculous. The voters were out of their minds. And then 2022, the Houston Astros. So this team won like 106 games. Best team in baseball. They win the World Series. And Altuve, and they were loaded. And they had Verlander and all those guys. What a fun team there, the Astros. Dusty Baker getting his World Series ring. And then last year, 2023, the Boston Bruins, the most wins in NHL season history. And they came up short in the playoffs, but they were the best team in 2023. So guys, that's really it for this video. If you disagree, put in the comments below. But anyways, thanks so much for watching and have a good day.